Studioloo, it's Cindy. So I am back. I'm going to make a video today about making ephemera with children's books. So this is really about busting stash for me. That's kind of my mission. That's why I was doing mass making March. So this is still mass making. It's just got a bit of a theme to it. And it is basically book busting and scrap busting. So I have this book, I forget what it was called, like All Animals Like to Have Fun or something, but doesn't matter. The illustrations are cool. And what I thought I would do is this. So here's the prototype. So here's a journal tag that I created. I collaged the background, actually using some of the cut off scraps from the journals, the Poison Garden journals that I'm working on. I used some of that in the background. I have a big pile of scraps behind me that I can use for collaging the backgrounds. I also was doing earlier today some vertical strip cards. I could probably decorate those as well. And so what I did was just collage the background, used a focal point from the book, and used some text from the book to just make a nice kind of, I like using little phrases like this that kind of tell a little story, especially in children's books. And then I added some fabric to the top and I stitched around and added backing, and voila, we have a tag. So that's what I'm going to work on. Okay, so let's just set prototype aside and get started. So I already have some book page scraps here, and so I'm just going to get started. So let's see, on this page, my other idea is to just not waste. So I'm not really a cat person, but there are cat people out there. I am a cat person. I shouldn't say that. I love cats. I just don't like, it's not my aesthetic to use pets in my work a whole lot. Like the animals that I tend to want to use in my work are more, I would say, like nature kind of. So this is getting me like out of my general kind of thematic comfort zone. And I think, you know, it's funny, I was talking about this in my earlier video today about you don't always know what is going to be popular or sell or get liked by a lot of people. You know, it's not always what you like. It's not always the case, because sometimes I make things that are completely unlike anything that I do, and they end up being the thing that's like the most popular thing. So yeah, just take chances. So the other thing is I don't want to waste the pages in this book. So earlier today I had worked on these vertical strips from these book cutoff scraps. So I think what I want to do with this is, I like how the colors go together. So I'm going to put it on there. It's as easy as that. Just don't overthink it. Just have fun. Okay, there we go. So just put him right here. Oops, we got to move him over a little. Oopsie doopsies. Come back, Mr. Kitty. Okay, hold on, because we don't want that roof piece to be sticking off the side there. There we go. All right, so that's that. Now, there is a little bit of like this kind of floral stuff here from another page. Oops. And I think I want to use that as well. Maybe here, but I want to tear the whole thing around just a little bit. Okay, and then maybe what I'll do, I have this funny, this is like not your typical tear ruler. It's this weird caterpillar with diamond eyes tear ruler that I'm using to just get these kind of fun jiggity jaggedy edges. Oops. This paper's a little thick for this. I don't think it's gonna work. This might work better. So let's see. I just have to kind of go quick. There we go. That's kind of what I want. I just want to like add some kind of, there we go, layers of grass. So that'll go there. A little further over here. I don't know, it needs to go that way. Okay, there we go. Can we do another one? Yeah. Maybe with this end would be kind of cool though. It doesn't show up as well though. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, no. I could use those. Hold on, I'm going to grab some scissors. I only have like 8,000 pairs of these scissors, and here I am struggling with this silliness. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, this way. No, wrong again. Okay. Yeah, that'll be better, but not with this paper. Let's use the intended paper now that I wanted to use. Okay, so how tall does that need to be? About there. Okay, so the only thing about these scissors is I wish they were like just better scissors. Like overall, that it was just executed better when they were making them. Okay, there we go. That's more what I was going for here. Scalloped. I'm going to move my glue book over here. I feel like I'm not close enough to being in frame. I'm trying to get better at that. I think sometimes I'm just not in frame properly. I apologize for that. Sometimes I just get caught up and I'm not paying attention. Okay, so now we have this cat. And we kind of need something else over here. So I'm going to go with this, but I want to ink around it. I don't know if this page had any words left. I don't think so. So I just want to put this like right there. Then I wonder if like another layer of cats right there might be kind of cute in a layer. I just got to trim a little off the side because we don't want to block the black guys, the black cats with the white cats. I need my distress ink, or distress oxide rather. Okay. I'm intending to go kind of quickly through this so that I can show you like a few of these. But I already feel like I'm going slower than I did with the prototype. So I'm not going to worry about backing, and I'm definitely not going to be stitching while I'm filming. So I think what else I would like to do with this, it's just a very simple thing that I like to do that I think makes a big difference with making this look kind of eclectic. And it's just about like making almost like little clouds with paper. And this one's got to be little, and just breaking up little bits of paper here, and then grab my blue ink and just throw a little ink down on this paper. And it just kind of, I don't know, it makes it more like relevant to like books and what we're doing with books, and I like that. This cloud looks a little funny, but that's okay. Okay, just a little bit of interest. One there and one there. What am I doing? I'm trying to put my inklet on my glue bottle. Goodness. Okay, so that's that. And then I've still got these little cats here. Could I pop them maybe down over here? And then the whole fam jam could be together. Why waste them? They're so cute. The illustrations are so cute. Okay. I'll just pop those guys down there like that. Scissors. Here they are. Okay. So there we go. Here's our little cat story. Now I will stitch around that. I will round the corners and I will back it after the video. Because we're already at 11 minutes. How is that even possible? I don't know. Okay. Get rid of those papers. Now I need another page out of my book pages here, which I have right over here. Oh yeah, Animals Have Lots of Fun by Yuri Howell. That is what this book was. So let's collage a little bit here. Let me grab some stuff. So a bit of blueprint from a boat blueprint building. And I'm not going to be like super picky about what I'm doing here. And I only want to make this wide enough that it would be like the size of a tag. So I'm not going to use up this whole space. Now I'll use some of this greenery. Sorry, I dropped my scissors. Try not to do that. There's a video I watch, or a series of videos that I'm watching right now for a challenge that I participate in from time to time. And I don't think she knows it, but the lady always, she drops her scissors and it causes the loudest sound. It's just terrible. And it causes all of this feedback in her microphone. So I try not to do these things. But I can't promise because, you know, I get a little distracted here and there. Okay, and then let's grab a little bit of text just on cabbage dyed paper. All right. Actually, I just need like one more kind of thing to go on the very top there. Some of this, yes, okay. Covering all these flowers up. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. All right. Now, I'm just going to cut this excess off the back here because it's got glue on it and I don't want it to get stickiness everywhere. Then, I'm going to cut this into a large tag shape. And then I'm going to cut a little off the bottom because it's a little bit tall. And then we're just going to make corners to make this into the shape of a tag. There we go. And then I think I'm going to use So there's this lion reading stories. Pretty cute. This little guy is cute, but too small. So let's go to the next page, which has this, and it's awesome and it's perfect. So let's just kind of, this is an easy one to fussy cut. I'm not maintaining the exact shape. I'm just kind of quickly, unfussily fussy cutting this beautiful watercolor tree. Chances are I will lose the bottom of this though, because it is so tall. Just going to stick a little bit of glue there so that doesn't pop up, but I am going to stitch around these like I said. So there we go. How adorable. I love this one. So this is how I intended this to be. Just quick and fun. And for some reason lately, I really like making tags instead of journal cards. I don't know why, but it's really the same thing. I just feel like on a tag, it kind of like gives you this surface that you're like, all right, I need to proportionally fill this particular surface. Okay, so cute. Now, this has a poem called The Cat's House. I'm just checking to see if there's anything that would go with this picture. Come in, dears. It's terribly nice. That's nice. And then on this side, we have another little poem. But no, I don't think so. So I'm going to use this Come in, dears. It's terribly nice. So maybe these little birds are inviting you into their tree, and that's cute. So then I just cut that out. And I don't worry about like it being, you know, super straight or something. It kind of takes all the fun out of it if it's not whimsical. And actually, I think I'm just going to ink over the whole thing just to keep that nice green. Okay, there we go. Just going to put it right down here. There we are. And then you can find a piece of fabric that goes along with it. I'm going to just grab one here. So I'm snipping from my scraps bucket. I have fabric scraps. I have so many scraps next to me here. Everything. Gosh. Okay. So then what we've done is pretty simple. Nice focal point on collage. And then you will stitch this at the top when you make the tag and have this really cute little tag top. And then stitch around, ink around, do what you like. But yeah, I'm going to set those aside because they are going to get done after the video. And maybe I will share them in my weekly wrap-up, which I'm planning to do for tomorrow. So let's do another one. We'll start with this. This will be a journal card. Just trying to work my way through the rest of my scraps here. So I think maybe I might, I don't know, maybe not. That's too late. Too late, too late. And that might be okay. Oh, I need another glue stick, I think. Yep. Let's just trim this backing off. Okay. Bye-bye, old glue stick. Gotta grab another one 1 second. Okay. Back in glue business. And then maybe we'll use up this little strip. Oops, I did it again. See, I can't criticize other people who do this because I'm doing it myself. Not that I ever really do criticize people for things they do in videos. It's like you're not really like paying attention to every little thing. That's why I've seen a lot of videos lately that are kind of like talking about, you know, not leaving, you know, rude comments on people's videos and stuff. I'd say though, one of the funniest things that I've noticed about like YouTube, I mean, mostly I don't really get a lot of, I don't get a lot of comments yet at all because I'm just kind of new to all of this. But most that I do get are very nice. They're also, a lot of them are from my past customers who've bought my journals and are now following along, and I really love that. That's very nice. But the comments that I have gotten that were kind of cheeky are usually just like correcting me about something that I said in a video where I was like, you know, maybe I said the name of a flower wrong or the name of a place wrong or something, like, or I said, you know, just something slightly not right. That's what people will say, and I just kind of giggle about it because I think, like, you know, that's okay. I can't be offended, I guess. In some ways you're trying to help me, and you know, people have all different personality types and all different you know, some cultures also, like, or not necessarily cultures, but some people, as well as I think there are certain places in the world where people speak a little differently, like their nuance is a little different. Like what I've noticed just in, you know, living in Canada, but having traveled extensively, is like there are people who in certain places, their language, it's like very, I would say it's very sophisticated in that they don't like have a lot of nuance to what they're saying. Like they're not beating around the bush trying to, you know, carefully say something with like a bunch of anachronisms like in North America. Like they just flat out say it because that, oops, is what they mean. And I think even working with a diverse group of people like I do at my job, I notice how that can occur and how sometimes it can clash. Like it's so interesting. Like that's the coolest thing about people, is that we're all so different. And you know, I think instead of getting upset a lot of the time, like, I mean, unless, you know, something that someone is saying or doing is like actually hurtful, like, you know, it's hurting somebody's abilities to, you know, just coexist, then I think it's like, it's cool to try to learn from each other and like understand why people think differently. I think that's been one of the biggest things for me that I've learned this, I would say last 5 to 10 years. It's just nowadays, whenever I'm thinking about anything or doing anything or having any kind of an experience, I always think now automatically about someone else's perspective first. Like if there's something I don't understand, I don't get upset anymore. I just go, well, why would they have said that? Or how could they be feeling like differently than me about this subject? And I don't always agree. I definitely don't. But a lot of the time I have been able to take a step back, you know? So I think it's just, it's like listening. It's active listening and wanting to, you know, wanting to learn and like, you know, just trying to prevent yourself from making assumptions. I think that we're kind of like auto-trained to just make a lot of assumptions. Maybe it's a survival thing. Maybe that's how we like, you know, you need to have resiliency to survive or something. So that's what we do. We just make a lot of assumptions that help to get us through or something. But not always the best thing. Oops. Just gluing this paper to myself here. No big deal. Okay, so now The next one, I think, this one is, the theme of this one is going to be the cat's house, I think, because I see this little cat with glasses over here, and we just read that, or we just saw that poem. So, here we go. I imagine myself making like 10 of these while I made this video, but here we are. I'm not going to make 10 of them. Just gonna, I can't go fast. How do people go so fast? I don't know. I try. Because I've noticed, like, I keep, when I'm talking, I am still working, right? I'm like, not stopping to chat and like not doing anything. But I don't know. Some people are just much speedier than me. So I'm just going to outline this kitty cat in some yellow just for the fun of it. Just so he stands out a little on the page. Then I have to decide where I want to put him. That's a very empty corner. That's not even covered with anything. What am I doing? Let's put him here, like he's going to be observing upwardly at whatever we're going to put up there. Okay. There's Mr. Kitty Cat. Then, we'll set this aside here. Now let's look over here. Fancy a family of cats putting up a block of flats. They're going to make it a whopping great place. Okay, I'm just going to use Fancy a family of cats. That's what I use there. And then I'm done with that page. So let's just put this on here. I think I'll put it right here to break up those 2 lines. And then I need something for this little bottom corner here that I didn't cover up with anything. And I think maybe yeah, that will do it. There. Oops. Okay. Where did the S go in cats? Did I glue it to my finger? Oh goodness. We need a new quote. Oh goodness. All right, this isn't gonna work. Fancy a family of cat. This is what I did the other day. You've got to be really careful, like, ugh. But we have another poem here called Our Flying Cat. There's not a mouse in all the house. That could be good. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Now, let's not glue this to my fingers. Let's just not. I always do these things. Okay, replacing. There we go. No, get off my fingers. Get off my gluey fingers. Okay. Now I'm going to, actually I'm going to ink this in yellow, but I'm going to do it after I round the corners and stitch it. So, but I have to back it to do that. And if I do that, it's going to take up a ton more time, and I don't want to do that. So, and I don't like to round my corners until I've got my backing on. I wonder if I could just back this quick. Let's try. Can't take that long, right? Come on. I just really want to see what this is going to look like finished. And maybe I should do one so you can see. And it's a journal card, so I don't have to stitch the top or anything. Okay, so now we have a backing. I will still stitch around it, but I don't have to like attach a tag or anything. I want to trim that a bit more. There we go. All right, let's get rid of these scraps that won't be used for anything. I need a little more glue because this is kind of coming up. It won't after I stitch around it, obviously, but just because I'm not doing it, oh, stop falling over right now. Okay, 1/2 inch. Now let's clip the corners. I think this thing is full again. I probably have to empty it out again. There we go. Okay, now I can ink it in yellow like I want to. And you'll see it will all kind of come together. Here we go. So yeah, then I will stitch around it. See, it's like a little story. It's so cute. There we go. Okay, next. So here we have this big mouse. And he's kind of like anthropomorphic because he's got these arms. You know, looking at this thinking like, would I use this for something? Yeah, I probably would, you know. I don't want to include the arms though. Okay, there we go. So we'll probably make this a journal card. Or is it just really just too big? I think, I don't know. In a journal, would that just be scary? It might be. That might just be too much for someone. I think I'm not going to bother with that one. And you're allowed to say, like, you don't need to use everything. You're allowed. Okay, so I think what I want to do with this, probably want to go this big. I want to do another tag, I think. I'm just feeling tags right now for some reason. Oops, I can't open that one. Open blue page. I just want to double up the thickness. Oops. I don't even triple it up because these are thin. These pages are quite thin. Yeah, that feels better. That's like thicker cardstock kind of. All right, so next we have, this is so cute. It's a cat in a bird cage. And I think I want to capture about that much of it. I don't need the whole thing because I want to use those little mice. So we'll just snip around this, not super close. Oh yeah, and I need to trim this down to the same size as the original one. But that might be too little for this, actually. I've got another one prepared if it is. Let's see. It might just take up the whole entire thing, which is okay. We'll just do a simple background. Well, this has yellow. Here we go. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is just glue this. Oh, this glue stick is really wet right now. I don't know why. Okay. Then cover it with this. We want that yellow at the top. I got a little wonky here, but it's covered. Sounds like my children are bowling upstairs. I don't know what is going on. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's flatten that down a little bit here. Then we want to trim off the corner. And now our cat friend. Okay. Just line this up a little bit. There we go. Then, okay, so there's no words on there that I can use for this. I feel like I do want some kind of words, like, to explain this cat's situation. But I think we've reached the end of the cat chapter. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is perfect. Peering in the mouse hole, she had an awful scare. She spotted quite distinctly a monster mouse in there. So maybe this cat is hiding in this cage, of her own volition, because she saw a scary mouse. Just like that old Looney Tunes cartoon where it's like Sylvester the cat, and he thinks that he sees a giant mouse, but it's actually like a kangaroo that escaped from like a shipping crate. That's what that reminds me of. Okay, so let's just put that there. Yay, cute, so cute. Then we will back this with just some simple paper, simple misprinted paper. I actually did a bunch of coffee dyeing the last couple of days, so a big part of my studio is completely covered in like hanging, drying coffee dyed paper. But it should all be dried up soon, and then I'll be able to put it away. I feel like maybe, you know what? I got too thick with the layers on this. As I'm holding it, yeah, it's too thick. That's better. That is better. It's okay to correct yourself when you make a mistake. Yeah, that feels much better. Okay, let's do the other side of that paper. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to get a piece of fabric, just to set with it, because I am going to top it with fabric, and I think I will use this one. Yeah, that would be good. All right, we just need to cut that a little straighter here, and then just shorten it slightly, and so that will go on the top like that. So we will set that aside to dry. Okay, so one more maybe. I think we have one more, Vanessa. And let's maybe try to use these guys. So I'm just going to glue this big piece together here. And then I need something to back it in. We're only going to make this as thick as I want the tag. This will be about to there, I think. So we'll collage this here. And then maybe some, this will look kind of like ground cover. Using all this stuff that like I didn't know if I should get rid of. I wasn't sure I was going to use, but here we are, using it up, making cute stuff. So don't doubt yourself. Okay, so I think, yeah, about there would be where I would want to cut this. I could probably straighten that line slightly. There we go. And this one as well. There we go. And then just snip off this excess. Okay. Now, I don't know if I want, yeah, I think I do. I want to neaten that whole spot right there in the middle, just with this piece of eco-dyed strip paper right there like that. Just gives it a nicer line. Because I didn't ink that, the ground cover kind of paper, so it's not as even as one would like. So now I'm just going to snip around this little moon with a hat. I might make this a series and we'll use up this whole book together. So we'll put the moon right here, leaving space for if I want to attach a top or make a hole or anything like that. Oh, and I didn't ink him, but you know what I think I'll do? I'm just going to ink the whole thing, and I'm going to get some purposely on this paper. Does that need a little more glue under there? It seems like it, yes. A little more here. There we go. And a little more there too. Yep, there we go. Sometimes the thicker book page needs a little bit more glue in the little delicate sections. So now I'm just going to do the same thing with these little dancing mice. hopefully we can, there's one or two. I'm just looking to see if there's any words that I can use with this. So I think I'm going to put them slightly like that, so it looks like she's kind of being tossed up in the air a little bit. And I do want to ink around those maybe, but with like a little gray, just to kind of make them kind of stand out a little bit like a shadow. But then also maybe on the background, not the edge, just a little of the yellow, just to kind of bring some like light into the background, because we don't want to lose them totally in this gray shadowing. There, and that actually adds a lot. Okay. I'm going to put her up here slightly, but he is still kind of on the ground. Okay, and I don't think words, no, those words are gone. We don't have any more words from that page, I don't think. No. Or, hold on, maybe we do. So there is the cat that ran away. Then the dancers are certain to crowd round the stage because they're giving the winner a cat in a cage. There'll be music, dusk until dawn. The other day we found a way to drive them from the door. I think I might use there'll be music because that's kind of cute. Here we go. There'll be music. I'm just going to cut the edges off this because one of the edges is already clipped off. So I'm just going to make it look a little bit intentional. We'll glue it on now. There we go. Okay. I'll put that there. There'll be music. And then I think I'll go over it in a little yellow as well. There we go. So now we have this cutie. And this one I think I'm going to round these edges just because. Okay, so there we go. We have this little dancing mice under this cute moon kind of story. So yeah, let's recap what we finished. Not too bad. We got, I think, 4 or 5 done. So there's this one with this cat, these mice. Put the cat back on my glue stick. Then the cat house. This is obviously the cat section of the book. So then we have this tag with these little birdies and a tree. And then these cats, this whole cat village. And then this was the prototype. So ta-da! We did a whole bunch of ephemera. So this is making ephemera from a children's book. Maybe I'll continue and we'll use up this whole book together. That could be kind of fun. It could be like our fairy tale series or something. Fairy tale ephemera, let's call it that. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me for this video, and I hope you're having a lovely day. I will come back to you with more of this soon. Meanwhile, all of my social media information is down below in the description box. If you are new here or you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. We are 4 subscribers away from 150 subscribers, which is just amazing to me because I haven't been doing this for very long. And so once we get to 150 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway for everyone. It will be a digital collage masterboards that I created that you can use in your journals and collage projects and planners and art pieces, however you like. They will be all yours. And so yeah, subscribe. Thank you again so much. Bye-bye.